Out on Saturday that it will be Olaf Scholz for the Social Democrats and it will be Alice Weidel for the AfD. And we're also expecting to hear later on Saturday that it will be Friedrich Merz who will be standing for the Conservative CDU-CSU union. But it's just wrapped up here in Berlin, where I'm speaking to you from at the Social Democratic Party conference. That's where Olaf Scholz was given the nod, the green light by delegates. They also approved the manifesto that has been put forward by Olaf Scholz's team. That's a manifesto that includes more borrowing. It includes a reform of the debt brake that's called in Germany. That's written into the constitution. It means no government can borrow 0.35% of GDP per year. They can't borrow any more than that. Olaf Scholz wants to change that so that for particularly infrastructure projects that more money could be borrowed and then subsequently spent. He also said that he wants to see tax breaks for lower and middle income earners.
It has been an exhausting 3 years in this coalition. You have all experienced this firsthand. Lots of disputes, lots of mistrust, mistakes. Perhaps I should have put my foot down earlier, not just behind the scenes, but also in public. Perhaps I should have ended the coalition earlier.
Without mentioning the United States by name, he did say that if he is returned as Chancellor by the electorate, that he wouldn't be afraid to stand up to those who didn't follow European values, whether they were to the east or to the west, heavily talking about Donald Trump's return to the White House there. Elsewhere, away in Saxony, where Alternative for Deutschland, the AfD, were holding their party conference, it was very different scenes than we've seen here in Berlin. It started late there because of protesters against the AfD blocking the routes for delegates to be able to get in. We saw some fairly ugly scenes between protesters and police as they clashed. But ultimately, we did see Alice Weidel returned there as the candidate for Chancellor for Alternative for Deutschland. Their party policy, very different to what we've heard from the Social Democrats, a lot more on limiting and decreasing migration and containing what the AfD are putting forward to voters.